Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
Corey's here now with our weather-wise question.
Well, it's looking like a pretty cool day, right? Not necessarily a record, but it will be cooler than it has been over the last couple of days. So the question is about cool high temperatures, which is kind of a weird category. You don't think about that very often, but we do keep records on that as well. So what is the record coolest high temperature during June in Waterloo's history? Is it 31 degrees, 49, 57, or 65? We had a night that was fairly active across parts of the area. Marion didn't see any rain after about 10 o'clock last night, but they did see some fog roll in for a little while. That wasn't too uncommon across parts of eastern Iowa. See some storms in the distance left over in the morning. Now we're left with mostly sunny skies. However, that will be changing too over the next few hours as some more clouds roll in from the northwest. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s right now. Dew points are still in the 60s at this time, but notice that they're a little bit lower the farther west you go. So Waterloo, or Dubuque rather, at 67 for a dew point, Waterloo and Marion at 62. Drier air is moving in, but it's going to take a little while. Now in Marion, as we saw in our city cam, is mostly sunny. Clouds will be building. It's where the fly-in, drive-in breakfast is taking place this morning, starting at 7, where you can get some pretty good food until it lasts. There's also, of course, planes and helicopters you can check out, as well as some classic cars. And any money made goes toward funding aviation scholarships for those interested. So it's a pretty good event. Go ahead and check it out. Temperatures, or rather pinpoint Doppler radar this morning, is showing a clean sweep. This area of green down here, not actually precipitation falling, but we did see plenty of rain last night. And we can't rule out some additional showers and storms over the next little while. In fact, those are possible, especially this afternoon as we build up a little bit of instability thanks to the sun that we'll see this morning. Winds will also pick up during about that same time, just outside of any shower activity where gusts could be fairly strong. In fact, 30 to 40 miles per hour seems like a decent bet for most. Could be even a little bit higher at times. Then we see those eventually diminish just a bit as we head toward tonight. Now, the Pinpoint Futurecast at noon already shows a little bit of that shower activity taking place. Could be some rumbles of thunder mixed in with that too, and there will also probably be some breaks in the clouds in between that activity at times. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag today with windy conditions persisting. As we head toward tonight, we'll lose some of the shower activity thanks to the loss of the heating of the day. But then by tomorrow morning, we'll see some of a similar type of development once we warm things up just a bit. Scattered clouds as well as the possibility of an isolated shower. Now, I think tomorrow with drier air having worked in, we will see a lesser chance for that. Temperatures in the north are going to be pretty cool, up toward 70 degrees in Fayette and Decorah and hanging around that range. Toward the south, a little bit of a gradient there where it's closer to 80 with more sun for a longer period of time. And that allows things to warm up just a bit. Again, it's that slight storm chance as we go through the day. 9-day forecast keeps things dry, though, on Monday. Again, the very outside shot at an isolated shower, but it's so slim, not including it right now on the forecast. Temperatures in the mid-80s again by Tuesday as things warm up, and they continue to do so for a couple more days after that. We'll actually be back into the upper 80s by the time we get toward Thursday. In between some of those days, in the nighttime hours, we could see occasional bouts of showers or storms, but the best chance appears to arrive by Friday as we see things turn active for at least a short period of time. We'll cool off behind that storm system Friday, drags a cold front through and gives us highs back in the lower 80s. So no oppressive heat coming anytime soon, but no record cold highs either. So what is the record coolest high temperature during June in Waterloo's history? A lot of options. Which do you think seems, well, reasonable for this time of year?
I really hope it's not 31. I'm going to go C.
C with 57. It actually has been a little bit cooler. 49 degrees on a day in 1969. That was the coolest record, or coolest high. So again, we're talking high temperatures. The record low is probably closer to that 31 degrees, but certainly not for a high. That would be pretty crazy for this time of year.
That would be insane. But I always say the 40s and 50s feel different this time of year than they do, you know, in the fall. It always seems colder in the fall. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to these warm temperatures, and now that's how it goes, right?
That seems to be the case, yeah.
All right, thanks, Corey.